Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Katie, a spiritual guide and mentor, and I support women on their healing and wellness journey, turning their pain into power and their wounds into wisdom. I felt really called to share about this topic because last week I posted a poll on my Instagram asking, can you be too much in your divine feminine energy? And it was quite interesting. It came up 50-50. And I really feel like this is a personal opinion. And I'm going to share a personal experience which really reflects this topic that I really want to talk about. So, I have been working on my own divine feminine journey and embodiment since 2019. And like all types of healing journeys or any journey, it is never linear. There's so many swings and roundabouts and magical outcomes and challenges along the way. So in 2023, I was working with a business coach, to help me to align my business more with my divine feminine energy. And we were working a lot on reducing the amount of workload because if you are feeling every day and every hour with clients and classes and events, it's very hard for your feminine energy to flow. It's very challenging for your creativity to come through if there's no space. So I spent all of last year creating a lot of space in my life and in my work so my feminine energy could really flourish and expand. And it worked out really well. It was quite challenging. At first, to let go of classes and let go of different systems that I had in place, and really trust the process. So it felt really good, it felt really expansive. But amongst all of that, I was also renovating a studio, and juggling a lot. I'm sure many of you can relate if you are a entrepreneur or soulpreneur, that you have to wear all of the hats. So yes, life was extremely busy. So as I began to create space and had more flow and freedom, I really began to rest and to lean into that spaciousness and really embrace the slower pace of life. So, fast forward to January 2024, I started with a new coach, and I had a beautiful Christmas in Vietnam, and I took a nice long Christmas break for myself. And yeah, I had a real wake up call this month, in terms of my productivity and my structure and all of this. So basically, I had gone so much into my feminine energy that she was completely chaotic, that there was little structure, productivity was quite low, because I had let go of the masculine structure. So when I talk about feminine and masculine, I'm not talking about gender, I'm talking about energy. So if you are or identify as a male, you can still and do still have feminine qualities. And if you are a woman, you still have masculine qualities. We have yin and yang in everything that exists in this world and in this universe. And as we know, too much or too little of anything is not good. So I thought this was so interesting to observe it in my own life and my own experience of working with the divine feminine energy. And for me, working with my divine feminine energy didn't come naturally. It does now after many years of work and devotion to the divine feminine. But yeah, I really had this wake up call, and I was like, okay, it's time to get the masculine structure back in place because too much feminine energy was manifesting as overwhelm, anxiety, chaos, being totally disorganized, and being very in my emotions and being ruled by my emotions. feeling like I always have so much to do and not getting anywhere. So when I had the chat with my coach and I was like, this is where I'm at, and she was like, okay, we need to structure this more. You need to, reduce your morning ritual and, get more productive earlier in the morning, and change up your schedule throughout the day so it's more structured towards your productivity. So I have been doing that for the last 3 weeks, and oh my God, the difference in my energy and my feelings around being overwhelmed and anxious have completely reduced to almost nothing. And I really feel that balance of feminine and masculine energy is there. Because if the feminine energy doesn't have that structure, that container, she is all over the place. She's doing things that aren't really necessary or spending too much time doing things. Like I said, very much in your feelings, in the emotions, rather than trying to work through them. And if there's too much masculine structure, then there's no room for expansion, there's no room for play or spontaneity. So that's what I've been working into my schedule, into my routine, is making sure that I get the priority things that I need to do done, and then also scheduling in my own feminine rituals, yoga, meditation, morning routine, nighttime routine, but making sure that it is optimal rather than spending hours doing these things. So, again, it's really important that we note that masculine and feminine energies is not linked to gender. It is all about energy. And when we begin to harmonize both the masculine and feminine energies within us, we begin to create more balance in our life. And we begin to see this in our reality, because I had more energy for my relationships, I had more energy for my clients, I could think more clearly and plan things more in advance. And then my nervous system also was feeling much more regulated when I was like, okay, we need to focus now on certain tasks, and now we can relax, and now we can focus, and now we can relax. Because if we are too much in our relaxation, we're too much in our parasympathetic nervous system, and it there's no productivity when we are here. Yes, there's creativity, there's rest, there's repair, there's healing, but we can't be in that state all of the time. So that's very feminine. And then the masculine energy would be more the sympathetic nervous system, the stress response. And we do need an element of stress or short term stress in our life, to get that fire under us, to get things going, to have deadlines to work towards, to help us with our productivity and achieving our goals, and to be super focused. So the masculine energy is like hyper focused, and the feminine energy is really, really broadly focused. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and I thought and felt it would be a good topic to share, because maybe it might help you too to analyze or observe your feminine and your masculine energies. Where are you at the moment? Are you predominantly in your masculine energy all of the time, or are you too much in your feminine, in your feelings all of the time? So please do let me know in the comments how this podcast or channel or episode was useful to you. And if you would like more of these, please do let me know. I do a lot over on my podcast, but I thought it'd be lovely to come on here and share a video. So let me know what you prefer, whether you prefer podcasts or videos, and I'd love to continue to do more. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm wishing you a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. And if you want to learn more about balancing your feminine energy and stepping into your divine feminine empowerment, do join us in the Rose Code community. It's an incredible sacred space where we dive deeper into these topics, teach you how to embody your goddess energy and connect with like minded souls. I also have goddess retreats coming up this year, one in March and another one in November. So if you want to immerse yourself in that goddess energy, please do check them out in the description below.